Welcome back to another video, and here are 10 Mopars you probably never heard of, part 3. Some of these are rare, weird, or foreign. So starting off is my personal favorite, the Sterling Bullet. This was made from 2007 to 2009 in regular cab or quad cab, in 5500 or 4500. And these are chassis cabs, basically meaning you can buy them and put whatever bed you need, like for a work truck or your company truck. And some people even put a regular dually bed on. So the Sterling emblem can be found on the grille, which is not a crosshair grille like the regular Ram, so that makes it easy to spot. And the logo can also be found inside on the steering wheel. The fenders have Cummins badges, and the doors have a regular emblem that says Bullet and Sterling on the bottom. Another thing I found very odd was some Sterling Bullets did have a crosshair grille, so maybe they just didn't feel like putting the Sterling grille on, or the owners of the truck like the crosshair grille better. And like I mentioned, this has a 6.7 liter Cummins with either a 6-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. And these trucks are actually quite rare, and to convert your Ram into a Bullet, all you need is a grille, door badges, and maybe even the steering wheel. Anyways, number 2 is a Fiat Fremont Cross, and this is a Fiat badge Dodge Journey. This was only made in Europe and not the US or Canada. This can be either all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, and the engine options are either the 2-liter turbocharged diesel or this 3.6-liter Pentastar V6. So the 2-liter diesel made 170 horsepower, while the 3.6 Pentastar made 283 horsepower. So the Fremont does not have a crosshair grille, it just has a bar that goes across it with a Fiat badge in the middle. And this was made from 2011 to 2015. Number 3 is a 2011 to 2016 Lancia Voyager. This was only available in Europe, and this is a Lancia badged Chrysler Town & Country, and Voyager was taken from the old Plymouth minivan. And the engine options were the 2.8 CRD or the 3.6 liter Pentastar. The 2.8 has 163 horsepower, while the 3.6 has 287 horsepower. Number 4 is the Lancia badged Chrysler, and this one is based on the 200 called the Lancia Flavia. This has the 2.4 liter Tiger Shark, 6-speed automatic, and it's a convertible. And this was made the same time as the other European Mopars. So Lancia badged the 300, 200, and minivan, and Fiat badged the Journey. And number 5 is a Dodge Caliber European Mopar 11. There's not that much information on this at all, and I question if they only made the concept. And this is all black with black wheels and a dual gray racing stripe. And this car, of course, gets the Mopar treatment just like the other Mopar editions. And number 6 is a 1989 to 1991 Dodge Dakota Sport convertible. Some of these were two-toned with black on the bottom, and some even had different decals, and most of these were Dakota Sports, but Dodge did make convertibles that were not sports. Only about 3,000 were made, and Dodge sent these to American Sunroof Corporation, and the engine was the 3.9 liter V6 Magnum, which made about 130 horsepower. Number 7 is the Challenger Saleen, and I talked about this car a lot in my rarest Challenger video. I'll put a link to that video in my description. Anyways, there were 2 versions of this car, the 570 and the 570X. The 570X was the fastest with about 700 horsepower, and it was supercharged. This car really was like a whole different generation with the different front end and everything like that. Number 8 is the Ram 700, only sold in Mexico. And this is Ram's compact pickup. And the models on this are the SLT, SLT regular cab, Bighorn, and Laramie quad cab. And the engine is a 1.3 liter Firefly 4-cylinder with the very slow 100 horsepower and 100 pound-feet of torque. And the transmission is a 5-speed manual, and it is front-wheel drive. This truck looks really cool. Also, next is something we've all heard of, the Chrysler Pt Cruiser, but this one is a GT convertible 2-door. GTs are rare, and so are 2-doors. and even convertibles aren't the easiest thing to find. But for this, to have all of those options make it really rare. So it is very fast and basically has the SRT4 engine, and it makes 230 horsepower. And I must say this car looks really good. Two-doors are actually quite rare, and they are actually the same length as a four-door. And the last Mopar on the list is a Prowler. Now we've all heard of the Plymouth Prowler, but most people haven't heard of the Chrysler Prowler. The Chrysler version was only made for 2002. The reason for Chrysler making the Prowler instead of Plymouth was because the Plymouth brand died in 2001, so Chrysler had to make this car. And this had 253 horsepower with a 3.5 liter V6. So from 1999 to 01, the hood had a triangular badge that said Plymouth on top and the Plymouth sailboat underneath. The shape of the emblem was the same for Chrysler, but it had the Chrysler symbol instead of the sailboat, and on top of it it said Prowler. So that's really the only way to tell besides the winged Chrysler emblem on the trunk. And one more thing is that the Prowler had a very small trunk, so Plymouth and Chrysler sold a trailer for it, for more room, and the trailer looked like the rear of the Prowler. And I have seen some of these Chrysler/Plymouth Prowler trailers for around $3,000 to $6,000. And that's the end of this video. Tell me in the comments which one you like the best. Mine is a three-way tie between the PT Cruiser, Bullet, and Prowler. See you next time.